Hey YouTube, Jurrac Master. I'm going to be showing you my Jurrac Flamvell build. Pretty good deck. It's been doing pretty well on Dueling Network, which is where I do all my testing. So here's the build. 3 aeolo, because he comes out with rekindling and gives you your Jurracs, so he kind of makes this whole build possible. 2 guaiba. I cut one out for 1 velo, because the velos put themselves in the grave by running into bigger people, and then you just have more targets for aeolo. Also more likely to draw the cards you need because you have a thinner deck. 2 Hera is pretty standard in most of my Jurrac decks. Only 1 Sterico because you don't really need it because you can synchro with rekindling. 2 Dino. Also, I use it mainly to put itself in the grave by drawing in this deck. So, 2 Golem, just there because it can also be brought out by Fire Dog, which is really nice. You can bring out that or aeolo with Fire Dog if you want. So, Fire Dogs, only 2 because you don't really need that many. 1 Flamvell Magician because it's a level 4 tuner that comes out with rekindling. Flamvell Baby because you can pump and it's another level 1 tuner. I like those. Flamvell Pone, little monkey. Just good searcher. He searches aeolo if you need it, or a Flamvell if you want. 2 Kinkabayo because it's very useful, and I use it to make Shooting Star Dragon. Also very useful. On to the spells. 3 Rekindling because it's kind of the heart of the deck. So you pretty much need that. I think I'm missing a fossil dig from this because there should be 2 fossil digs. Hang on, probably at the back of the rekindlings. Yep. So 2 fossil digs. You don't need 3 because you've got plenty of ways to get things out that you need. Monster Reborn, Dark Hole, 2 MSTs, Giant Trunade, Solemn, onto the traps, so Solemn, 2 Solemn Warning, 2 Bottomless, Mirror Force, 2 Dimensional Prison, and finally 7 Tools. I cut out a little of the back row killing stuff because you can synchro more easily with this deck, so you can go into people that kind of protect you more, like Stardust or Shooting Star, and you have ways that if they get rid of you, you can just play a rekindling and get a lot of people out just like that, so you don't really need quite as much back row hate in this deck. So, onto the extra deck. Just a minor change in this, so I'm going to go through quick. 2 Giganoto, 1 Meteor, 1 Velhypto, 1 Trishula, 1 Stardust, 1 Red Dragon, 1 Black Rose, 1 Bryonic, 1 Gaianite, 1 Cataster, Android that in this deck should definitely be Hyper Librarian. You can make great plays with that in this deck. But as I said before, I don't have mine. 2 Formula Synchron and Shooting Star. I cut out Ancient Fairy for another formula because it's more relevant to run Formula Synchron in this deck. So I also added the 2nd Kinkabayo so that you could afford to get rid of one and have another one to keep playing with. And also, you could make a build that uses Red Nova Dragon like that, but you'd have to change the main deck a little bit, and I also got rid of my Red Nova Dragons because I stopped using them a while ago. I might get more to play around with it. So, the side deck, there are some changes that I'll explain. because you kind of had to change it, and I'll tell you about that more when I get there. So 2 DD Crows, 1 Chimera Tech Fortress, 2 Cyber Dragon, 2 Noblemen of Crossout, 2 Molten Destruction, for the same reasons as before, up until now. I put in 3 Goes in Match, because I had to cut out some other stuff, and Goes in Match is just a really good card right now. Mainly because I had to cut out the Rivalry of Warlords, because now you're running Flamvells, which aren't dinosaurs. So, 2 Skill Drain, that's the same, and Mind Crush, just because, as I said, I see a lot of stuff like gadgets, or whatever, just gladiator beasts with stupid quest at my locals. So, they add stuff to their hand, I call it and hit it. Or say you face Frog Monarchs, I've been doing this a lot. If they have a monster that they contribute, you can just call Caius or Ryza and hope that they have it. In fact, if I had called Caius, I would have actually won a duel because they had 2 in their hand and they wouldn't have been able to tribute. So it actually really would have saved me. This is just nice if you know your opponent's deck, and if they add stuff to their hand so that you know what it is. It's a really good card right now, but I don't like maining it in this deck. So that's the deck. Thanks.